So this right here is the 8-piece Victorinox Fibrox knife set minus the block. I didn't have the knife block with me, so I couldn't really add that to the video, but this is really what you're looking for anyway, so I don't think it's that big of a problem. Just pretend there's a block here. It includes the 8-inch chef's knife, the slicing knife, the bread knife. It also includes a flexible boning and filleting knife, as well as a paring knife, a set of breakaway kitchen shears, and of course a honing steel, and then the imaginary block that I don't have in the video. So this is when you're actually getting into a set that has pretty much 99% of things you're ever going to need in a kitchen. It has a bread knife, it has a filleting knife and a boning knife, it has a slicer for cutting up meat, it obviously has the workhorse chef's knife, it has a paring knife. This is when you really have a set that's going to be doing you a lot of justice in the kitchen. So I want to talk a little bit about Victorinox Fibrox line and then give you some information, and then you can make your decision from there. Victorinox Fibrox knives are named so because of their Fibrox handle. It's a type of glass-filled nylon, I want to say. And they're pretty entry-level knives. They're, for example, stamped and they're not forged. They don't have a full tang. The tang actually ends here, which I've always felt is a little bit of a safety issue. And since they are stamped, they use a much softer metal than other knives that are more high-end do, because you need to be able to press it and cut it using a little stamp. So while they are actually very sharp, they're 15 degrees cut, which is actually a degree thinner of a blade than, let's say, Shun. They're only about 55 to 56 hardness, which means that they're going to lose an edge a little bit faster than a Shun will. That's not to say it's a bad knife. As long as you're using your knife properly, you're honing it properly and stuff, it's still not going to be that big of a deal, but it's just something to consider. That and the fact that it doesn't actually have a full tang. They do have a lifetime warranty. They are made in Switzerland, which is nice. But one thing that I've always thought is buy once, cry once, and especially considering the fact that Shun Soras have free sharpening for life, which adds up very, very quickly at $5 an inch if you're taking it to a reputable sharpener. And they have harder steel, better steel. They're forged, they're handmade. They're wrapped in stainless steel and welded, and they look really, really good. And they have a full tang, essentially. I would always suggest that unless you have a specific reason to need Victorinox knives, like you work in an industrial kitchen where you're throwing knives into dishwashers and stuff, you really should be getting a Shun Sora, in my opinion. I'll put a link down to both below. If you guys have any questions or comments or concerns, let me know. But otherwise, I will talk to you very soon.